Good evening, I am Ipurlagi Singlama and these are the headlines of the hour. Singadarbar lacks fire safety measures and preparedness with expired fire extinguishers. Authorities shift blame instead of addressing fire safety issues. CPN Maoist Chair Pushpakamal Dahal criticizes government's focus on power over constitutional amendment, criticizes government for failing to uphold democracy. Five farmers released by Hamas in Gaza last month arrived home in Bangkok after spending nearly 500 days in captivity. Ministry of Foreign Affairs says one Thai national still held captive in Gaza. And three-star club secures a spot in the semi-final of the ongoing Aharara Pokhara Gold Cup, defeats Mashindra Football Club by 4-2 in a penalty shootout. Welcome back. The country's administrative hub, Singadarbar, lacked proper fire safety measures, including smoke detectors and firefighting equipment, when fire broke out at the Ministry of Water Supply. Concerns have arisen about the disaster preparedness of the area with no fire detection technology or control mechanisms in place.
Fire extinguishers are seen hanging on the walls of every building in Singadarbar, but there is no check on whether they are functional or if their expiration dates have passed. This lack of oversight leaves the area vulnerable to fire risks. While some newer buildings, including the Prime Minister's office and Home Ministry, have fire alarms and smoke detectors, other buildings lack such safety measures. Given its status as the country's main administrative center, proper disaster preparedness is crucial, but the current readiness is nearly non-existent. A siren system that detects smokes and alerts immediately could prevent delays in fire detection, as seen with the recent fire incident at the Ministry of Water Supply, which went unnoticed until morning. Such systems are common in private homes and hotels and could allow security personnel to respond quickly. Currently, there are 2 fire extinguishers at the Singadarbar entrance, but they provide no effective protection due to their expiration.
साइरन बत्ने त्यो सिस्टम कुनै ठुलो खर्च लाग्दैन यो त रातभरि जल्यो खानेपानी मन्त्रालयको कोठा एउटा कोठा जल्दाखेरि पनि बिहान बल्ल थाहा पायो यदि त्यो ठाउँमा यो कुनै उस प्राविधिक तरिकाबाट साइरन सिस्टम राखिदिएको भए अलिकति पनि धुवा आउन साथ साइरन बत्थ्यो अहिले सिंहदरबारमा ढोका ढोकामा एउटा दुईटा सिलिन्डर त्यसको डेट एक्सपायर भइसकेको पनि छ
The Federal Secretariat Construction and Management Office is unaware of the disaster management infrastructure within Singadarbar, including the status of fire extinguishers and electrical wiring. The fire brigade is stationed at the local level and Singadarbar does not have a fire engine. The office also lacks information on available disaster response resources. The Federal Secretariat Construction and Management Office states that building codes require fire safety measures including appropriate floors, occupancy limits, and safety systems for new constructions. While newer buildings like the Prime Minister's office are equipped with firefighting systems and pipelines, older structures still lack them and gradual improvements are needed.
जस्तै अब कुनै नयाँ बिल्डिङ हाम्रो कोडले भनेको नयाँ बिल्डिङ बनाउँदै छौ भने त्यो कोडल प्रोभिजन अनुसार कस्तो तल्लाको कति अकुपेन्सी भएको कस्तो बिल्डिङमा के बनाउनु पर्छ फायर सेफ्टीको लागि भन्ने त्यो सबै कोडले भनेको छ त्यसमा अब दमकल भनेको चाहिँ लोकल बडीले छुट्टै अब कहीँ पर्यो भने लगाएर त्यो पोर्टेबल टाइपको भेहिकल भयो हैन तर हामीले अघि मैले गृह मन्त्रालयमा जुन त्यो फायर फाइटिङको सिस्टम भने पाइपलाइनको सिस्टमहरु तिनीहरु चाहिँ राख्नु पर्ने थियो जस्तै अब नयाँ बनेको नयाँ रेट्रोफिट भएको हाम्रो पीएम निवास पीएम को कार्यालय छ नि सिंहदरबारको मेन बिल्डिङ त्यसमा पनि त्यो सबै सिस्टमहरु राखिएको छ जस्तो लाग्छ अहिले पुनर्निर्माण गर्दाखेरि गृह मन्त्रालयकोमा हामीले राखेका छौं हैन अब पुराना बिल्डिङहरुमा चाहिँ त्यो सबै छ जस्तो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्दैन अब क्रमिक रूपमा हामीले चाहिँ सुधार गर्दै जानुपर्ने चाहिँ
The recent fire at the Ministry of Water Supply within Singadarbar highlights the significant disaster risk in the area. The incident revealed the weakness of the system. Authorities have been shifting responsibility, raising concerns about who will take accountability if a major disaster occurs in the future.
CPN Maoist Center Chair Pushpakamal Dahal has stated that the current government's priority is not constitutional amendment but rather the pursuit of power. In a dialogue program in the capital on a decade of constitution implementation and the need for reform, CPN Maoist Center Chair Puspa Kamal Dahal accused the Nepali Congress and UML of only pretending to amend the constitution, targeting the Prime Minister and President. He also criticized the government for its failure to uphold democratic principles.
प्राथमिकता के हो संविधान संशोधन गरेर देशमा स्थिरता र स्थायित्व कायम गर्ने हो कि जसरी जोड घटाउ गरेर भए पनि जे गरेर भए पनि सरकारमा टेकिराख्ने हो भन्ने प्रश्न अहिले पनि कायमै छ.
In the program, ruling party leaders emphasized the need for constitutional amendments while the opposition criticized the leading party's approach, calling their exercise of power during the amendment process unacceptable.
नागरिकलाई जोड्ने हिसाबले नै हाम्रो अभ्यासलाई अगाडि बढाउनु पर्दछ भन्ने मलाई लाग्दछ. मेरो मान्यता के छ, नागरिक बलियो हुने हो भने राज्यलाई बलियो बनाउनु पर्दछ. राज्य बलियो बनाउने हो भने लोकतन्त्रमा राजनीतिक दलहरू बलियो हुनु पर्दछ. यो अन्तर्सम्बन्धित कुरा हो. त्यसर्थमा कसैले कसैप्रति कटाक्ष गरिकन चाहिँ समाज अगाडि बढ्न सक्दैन.
त्यसकारण एउटा समय सीमा नै यति समयभित्र विधेयक संसदमा प्रस्तुत भएपछि त्यो कार्यान्वयन हुनुपर्छ भन्ने नै सुनिश्चितता गर्नु पर्यो भनेर छलफल प्रारम्भ भएको छ. त्यसो नगर्ने हो भने समयमा चाहिँ कानुन नबन्ने हो.
संविधान संशोधनको विरुद्धमा हामी होइन, तर मेरो तर्क के हो भने संविधान अनुसारको राज्यको प्रवृत्ति नबनाउने, संविधान अनुसारको नेताहरूको कार्यान्वयनको प्रवृत्ति नबनाउने, संविधान अनुसारको आचरण नगर्ने अनि नेता विशेषको प्रवृत्ति अनुसार संविधान चाहियो भनेर संविधान संशोधन गर्न चाहिँ पाइँदैन.
अब प्रदेशलाई के अधिकार दिएको छैन, एउटा प्रहरी दिएको छैन. सिडिओले चाहिँ मुख्यमन्त्रीको कुरा सुन्दैन कि सिडिओ त कुरा छोडिदियो, एउटा हवलदारले समेत तपाईको मुख्यमन्त्रीको कुरा सुन्दैन. अनि तपाईँ अपेक्षा के गर्नुहुन्छ भन्दा प्रदेश चाहिँ प्रभावकारी भएन, प्रदेश सरकारले काम गरेन भनेर त्यो एउटा भाष्य हामी कतै न कतै सृजना गर्दैछौँ. र यस्तो भाष्य सृजना गरिदियौँ कि डाँडाबाट एउटा ढुङ्गा पनि झऱ्यो भने संहिताको कारणले झर्या हो है भनेर हामीले भाष्य सृजना गरेर संहितामाथि आक्रमण गर्दैछौँ.
यी दलहरू संविधान कार्यान्वयनमा, संविधानलाई मान्ने चरणमा जति इमानदार हुनुपर्ने थियो त्यति भएको छैन. म के भन्छु भने संविधान बनाउनु भएको यहाँहरूले हो. यहाँले बनाएको संविधानको कमजोरी छ भने त्यो पनि कबुल त यहाँले गर्नुपर्छ. र कमजोरी भनेको आफू चाहिँ सानो हुने पनि होइन, किनभने पर्फेक्ट संविधान त बनाउन पनि सकिँदैन.
Constitutional and legal experts stated that an election system is essential for maintaining inclusivity, but noted that federalism has not been effectively implemented in practice. Program participants emphasized that constitutional amendments should focus on addressing societal needs and promoting inclusiveness. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you what's your take on the lack of infrastructure for immediate fire control at the main administration center of the country. 76% voted for A, recklessness at peak. 18% voted for B, poor preparations. And 6% voted for C, neglected surveillance. And here's today's question. What's your take on JSP Nepal Chair Upendra Yadav spurning the idea of negotiation with the ruling parties in exchange for support to government ordinances? Your options are A, unable to reach a deal, B, excuse to divert the topic, or C, appropriate expression. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Welcome back. The lack of leadership in key agricultural agencies for nearly a year has worsened farmers' problems. The absence of permanent leadership in the Dairy Development Corporation and National Tea and Coffee Development Board has disrupted payments, market management and research.
The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has remained without leadership since the Nepali year of 2080 Fagun, leaving farmers and businesses frustrated. They argue that temporary officials appointed by the government have failed to address their concerns. Tea exporters are worried about new Indian regulations requiring imports through the Indian auction market, the involvement of a mandatory agent, and testing in designated Indian laboratories. 4 days ago, industry representatives raised the issue with the Ministry of Agriculture and the Prime Minister, emphasizing that the absence of leadership on the board has hindered efforts to resolve the problem.
त्यो चियाको समस्यालाई समाधान गर्नलाई हामीले प्रधानमन्त्रीकामा हामीले मन्त्रीज्यूहरूलाई गुहार्नै पर्दैन थियो यदि हामीसँग टी बोर्ड सक्षम भइदिएको भएदेखि टी बोर्डमा त्यो चिया बुझ्ने नेतृत्व भइदिएको भएदेखि अहिलेको समस्यालाई प्रधानमन्त्रीकामा हामी धाविरहनु पर्दैन थियो। अहिलेको मुख्य समस्या भनेको हाम्रो बजारकै समस्या छ।
The dairy sector is facing issues similar to those in the tea and coffee industries, with farmers awaiting payment of around 800 million Nepali rupees for the past 6 months. The Dairy Development Corporation has been operating since the Nepali of Chaitra with temporary leadership, either a joint secretary or an acting assistant. The timeline for farmers' payment remains uncertain, and experts have stressed the need for permanent leadership in organizations serving farmers across 47 districts. The government has also failed to appoint permanent leadership to the Nepal Agricultural Research Council, NARC. The appointment process through open competition has been stalled after reaching the scientific court, leaving vacancies unfilled and affecting agricultural research. Minister of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Ramnath Adhikari, has assured that appointments will be made soon in key institutions related to farmers, but the timeline remains uncertain.
त्यसको ईडी ल्याउनका लागि सर्च कमिटी गठन हुँदैछ। हामी त चिया कफीकै ईडी बनाउन सकेका छैनौं। चिया कफीको ईडी पनि तत्कालै बन्दैछ। डीडीसी का सन्दर्भमा सहसचिवज्यू स्वतः अवकाशमा पर्नुभयो, तर त्यसको पदपूर्ति गर्ने काम हामी चाँडो भन्दा चाँडो गर्छौं।
The previous government initiated the process to select leadership like Dairy Development Corporation and the National Tea and Coffee Development Board. However, the government has neither cancelled the process nor advanced it, leaving farmers' issues unresolved due to the lack of permanent leadership.
In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces how concerned are all three levels of governments in addressing the issues faced by farmers. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
किसानलाई मर्कै छ, आफ्नो कुर्सी बचाउन मात्र लागेछ, यहाँ मलको लागि समस्या भइरहेको छ।
सरकारले किसानको कुरा सुन्दैनन्, खाली व्यापारको कुरा मात्र सुन्छन्।
संवेदनशील भइदिएको भए कम से कम कृषि प्रधान देशमा मल र बिउको त व्यवस्था गरे हुन्थ्यो नि।
समयमा मल खाद दिन्न, बिउ दिन्न।
संघले आफ्नो तरिकाले अनुदान दिने, प्रदेशले आफ्नो तरिकाले अनुदान दिने, स्थानीय तहले आफ्नो तरिकाले अनुदान दिने, जसले गर्दा रियल कृषि गर्ने व्यक्तिहरू कहीं छुटेको जस्तो देखिन्छ।
हामी दैनिक प्रयोग गर्ने सामान चाहिँ सबै विदेशबाट आयातित रूपमा प्रयोग गरिरहेछौँ र अरबौं रुपैयाँ हाम्रो बाहिर गइरहेछ।
सरकारले ध्यान दिएको भए कोपीहरू त्यतिकै कुइदैन थियो, कोपीहरू यतिकै बारीमा रहदैन थियो।
सरकारी तहबाट आउने अनुदानहरू जो छ त्यो चाहिँ वास्तविक किसानले नपाइकन चाहिँ जो पहुँचवाला छ उनीहरूले चाहिँ पाइरहेको अवस्था चाहिँ छ।
बजारमा भाउ नभएर किसानलाई कस्तो अप्ठ्यारो भएको छ।
सरकार अन्धा हो कि जस्तो लागेको छ, यसले देखेर पनि नदेखे गरे हो कि जस्तो लागिरहेछ।
मल बिउ खाद समयमा उपलब्ध गराउँदैन, गरायो भने पनि त्यो अलिकति महँगाई चाहिँ बढी देखिरहेछ।
हेल्प गरेको छैन, केही पनि गरेको छैन, त्यतिकै छोडिदिएको छ। कृषक आर्थिक व्यवस्था गर्यो भने सुध्रियो भने देश सुध्रिन्छ।
हामीले वास्तै गर्दैन उनीहरूले। आफू पो कसरी पद थामौँ, अब यो पदभार चाहिँ कसरी हामी गराउँ, यो पदभारको चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ उपलब्धि हामीले कसरी लियौँ भन्ने मात्रै सरकारहरू छन्।
Sagarmatha dialogue scheduled to be held in Kathmandu from 15th to 17th of May will extend special invitations to the leaders of state or government of India, China and other South Asian countries as distinguished guests. The proposal has been made from a steering committee under the chairmanship of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli for the comprehensive guidance of the Sagarmatha dialogue in today's preparatory meeting held at the Prime Minister's residence in Balwatar. The proposal is to form an executive committee for the dialogue under the coordination of Foreign Minister Arjurana Deuba. The government has decided to organize a global dialogue focused on climate change, the Himalayas, and the future of human life every 2 years, with this being the first time such an initiative is being planned. A proposal has been made for the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers office to serve as the secretariat for the coordination of the dialogue. Preparations are underway to promote the event through both national and international media to ensure its success. As part of the dialogue, the Nepal Tourism Board, the Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, and other private sector organizations are preparing to organize sideline events and exhibitions to promote Nepal's tourism industry. The international dialogue aims to bring together all sectors of society and engage all levels of government. It is time for international news. 5 Thai farm workers released by Hamas in Gaza last month have arrived home in Bangkok after spending nearly 500 days in captivity. There were emotional scenes on Sunday morning as the 5 men were embraced by tearful relatives at Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport's arrival hall. After landing in Bangkok at 7:30 local time, the 5 were met by a small group of overjoyed relatives and government officials. They had spent past 10 days at an Israeli hospital so their health could be monitored. Last month, after the handover of the 5 hostages in Khan Yunis, Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra thanked Israel as well as Qatar, Egypt, Iran, Turkey and the US for their work to secure the releases. Hamas seized 251 hostages and killed about 1,200 people when it attacked Israel on 7th of October 2023, triggering the Gaza war. At least 47,500 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's offensive, according to Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry. About 2/3 of Gaza's buildings have been damaged or destroyed by Israel's attacks. The release of the Thai hostages does not form part of the Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal agreed on 19th of January, under which 21 Israeli hostages and 566 Palestinian prisoners have been freed so far. By the end of the first stage of the ceasefire in 3 weeks' time, 33 hostages and 1,900 prisoners are expected to have been freed. Israel says 8 of the 33 are dead. A total of 31 Thai nationals were taken captive during the Hamas-led attack on Israel in October 2023, with 23 of them released in 2023, while 2 people died in May last year. Thailand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said 1 Thai national is still believed to be held captive in Gaza. Now, Israeli troops have withdrawn from the Netzarim corridor, which is a military zone cutting off the north of the Gaza Strip from the south. Hundreds of Palestinians in cars and on carts laden with mattresses and other goods began returning to northern Gaza following the pullout, often to scenes of utter destruction. The Israeli withdrawal is in line with the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement of 19th of January, under which 16 Israeli hostages and 566 Palestinian prisoners have so far been freed. By the end of the first stage of the ceasefire in 3 weeks' time, 33 hostages and 1,900 prisoners are expected to have been freed. Israel says 8 of the 33 are dead. Hamas seized 251 hostages and killed about 1,200 people when it attacked Israel on 7th of October 2023.
Sports news.
3-star club advanced to the Aharara Gold Cup semi-final, defeating Machindra Football Club 4-2 in a penalty shootout. Substitute goalkeeper Sarin GC emerged as a hero in 3-star's semi-final entry after a goalless draw led to a penalty shootout. Sarin, who was introduced in extra time, saved a crucial penalty, helping 3-star advance to next round. 3-stars Ford Fonana, Viraz Maharjan, Dipesh Khale and Laxman Ruchal scored their penalties. The team had a bye to the quarter-finals, while Machindra defeated Armed Police Force Club to reach last 8. 3-star will now face the winner between Black Bulls Football Club of Uzbekistan and Thunderbolt North United from India for a place in the finals. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.